Hi everyone, it's Sue and welcome back to my channel. It seems to be quite a while since I've actually made a video. Just busy trying to keep up with everything, and it's a busy time for me at work as well. So it's been very challenging to do any craft work at all. In fact, I really haven't done any. All I've done is some fussy cutting in the evenings, really more or less just to unwind before I actually go to bed. So it's the weekend at the moment, so I've decided no, I really need to make a video and I need to get my Christmas journal started. Even though it's now actually past the 1st of December, I haven't actually done anything in my December daily. I have wrote a couple of little notes, so hopefully I'll be able to remember enough to actually put it in there. Not that I've done anything exciting or even really Christmas related, but anyway, I'll make a note of a few things. And I did download some Christmas or December daily journaling prompts as well. So I'll print those off, and that might help me fill in the pages where really it was just going to work and there was nothing at all interesting happening there. So hopefully the coming week I'll start to get sort of a bit more motivated maybe to actually get started. But I did do a little bit last night of some crafting, and I thought I would just quickly show you what I have done. And I also have a quick little thing I'd like to show you, which I actually saw somebody else do, which I'll show you that in a moment. But what I have done, and these are very, very simple, and I've just been using my junk mail again to do these. I might just come in a little bit closer. Whoops, closer meaning closer, not further. Okay. All right, so this one, it's really going to be a corner tuck. So, you know, if I decide that I need this on this page, I've got it ready. So I'll just be able to glue it down. And really all it was just... it was an advertising brochure. We get an awful lot of those house sale ones. So basically it was like that. I cut it in half, and I've done a left and a right. So, and all I did was I covered it with just scrapbooking paper, and that paper came from, if I can find it, just this little pack here from Reject Shop. So I've used a few of those now, the ones that I like anyway, and I think are Christmassy. So, and then I just used some of the Reject Shop die cuts. This particular ones, I believe, are this year's. I think these might be this year's as well, actually. Let me just see if I can grab the thing. I've got different ones here. Yeah, this one. This is this year's because it goes with the paper. And there's some nice images. They're a little bit muted in their colour though. They're not as bright as I could kind of like for Christmas. But anyway, so that's those two. And as I said, they'll go on the edges of pages. What else? This one was another bit of junk mail that I folded over to make a pocket, and I'll just glue that in. And when I glue it in, actually, I might not use that, it's a bit glary. When I glue it in, I can glue it down the sides and use it as a tuck spot up the top and a pocket. It is quite stiff, actually, but hopefully it'll be okay. The next one, what else we got? Oh, this one here. This one, it was a flower. I got, when I broke my ankle not long ago, I actually got some flowers delivered. And this was the packet that they came in, and it had a heart cut out. And I thought, well, you know what, I'm keeping that. And as it turned out, I thought it worked out really well. This little die cut here was from it's a Tim Holtz pack, just a Christmas snippets pack. So that came out of there, and it just seemed to fit perfectly on the top of the heart. And I just did a little bit of a collage with some lace and some checked fabric, which I thought I can just stick that on a page and tuck something in. Another one. Let's see. Whoops, this one here, again, a bit of junk mail, just folded over to make a side. Let me just see if I can find something to tuck in. Well, this will do. This is just another one I can place down like so on the page. I can either glue it so that I can uses a tuck spot that way or this way, but it does have the pocket there as well. So, and again, that was the Tim Holtz die cut with a little bit of fabric. So that was that one. Now, what I did, I had it's like a rice paper, for a rice paper sheet for collaging. I was reluctant to cut it up, but I did sort of rip it up in the end, well, try to rip it up. And what I did was I actually stuck it down on some paper. This was the main sort of image. And now I need to go out a little bit more. And I did some stamping and some stenciling on the background, and I just used a glue stick and stuck it down. Basically, it's just photocopy paper, but I thought that'd be good for journaling on or something like that, and then just, you know, tucking in a pocket, something like that. And I did the same with this one. This was the scrapbook paper from the little 6x6 paper pack that I had before, and I just glued some of the elements down. It's probably a little busy, hard to tell what it actually is, but I thought it would do for a journaling spot as well. And this one is a belly band with the leftover bits that I'll just can put across like that and tuck something in. So they were those ones. I did also find a few other bits and pieces actually. These were some little pockets that I received probably when I did some stamp or ATC exchanges last year, the year before. So I thought, well, they're already made, so they'll be great to use. I'm not sure who I received them from now. Too long ago, unfortunately. What else? Oh, I did find some of the embellishments I made last year. Not all of them will be suitable because some are vintage, but I thought that one would be good. I don't know how I'll use it, maybe just as a page embellishment, something like that. I might just, there we go. Nothing fancy, just a little picture sewn onto some cardstock with a little bit of ribbony sari silk and doily on there. These ones are more different. These are more vintage clusters. So there's that one. There's that one. And this one was made, I believe, from a Christmas card. So again, it could be a corner. I'm not sure if it will fit. Yes, it will. So I can make that as a corner tuck as well. This one, just oh, this way goes this way. Probably won't use that because it's a bit vintagey. This one, not sure, maybe. That was just made out of some embossed paper and music paper, sari silk, and a little image. I think they were from a Christmas card packet. Quite often on the back you get all the designs, so I just cut them out and used them. More vintage little ones. And this is just a book page sort of little collage thingy, journaling card, I guess, journaling booklet that I could use, I guess, but probably won't because of the book page. I was trying to avoid the book page a little bit this time, just because I seem to do a lot of the book page stuff. Alright, so the other thing I was going to show you were these little pockets, like I guess they're like a coin pocket, and they're not perfect. The as you can see, the little hole punch, a bit out of whack, but doesn't matter. They're only for me. And they also come with these cute little tags that I've made. Now this idea came from Pam of the Paper Outpost, and I will put a link down below to her channel. If you haven't seen any of her videos and things, she's very entertaining and has some brilliant ideas. She's done a series recently on using up book pages, and she did actually make these using book pages, so that's where the idea came from. But I thought, no, I'm not going to use book pages, I'll use other bits and pieces. And you've really got to go and have a look at some of the things she's done with these. She's done like a sort of a collage thing with, made them look like a fan type design, and if you can imagine a lot of those, it makes a circle, and then you can tuck the little tags, if I can get them in. Yep, tuck the little tags like that. Absolutely brilliant. I loved it. So yeah, that stuck in my mind. So I thought, you know what, I'll use those. I'll stick them in, and I'll use them for when I don't have a lot to write. I can just scribble a couple of notes on the back. But what I did also do, as I was making them, I glued them onto another bit of junk mail, all in a row like that. I put some washi across, and the tags all fit into the little pockets like so. Now you could have it down your page like this, as sort of a secret list, I guess. I'm going to put these ones across like this, but I think I might actually do one like this as well. And you could stick it so that it's on the edge of your page and the buttons poke out too. And of course you don't have to use the buttons, you can use all sorts of things on the ends of them. I think Pam shows you lots of different things you can add, and they're very simple. The way she does them is really clever. I'm going to make a quick one now, but I do recommend going and have a look at her channel, because she does have some really, really nice stuff. And I've only recently found her. I don't know how I missed her before, but I'm really working to try and catch up with some of her videos actually. All right, so we might just come in a little bit. No, again, I've really got to remember which is the right way. Now, I did, where are we, ruler. I did work out how wide they were. These ones, 3.5 by the looks of it, which would be to fit in the pockets, which were 4 centimetres across, or I guess in inches. I don't have an inch ruler with me. Probably 1.5 inches, maybe, something like that. But look, you could make them any width you like, any height you like. It doesn't really matter. I guess the only problem is if you are going to put them like so and into a circle, they've got to fit on your page. There's no use having them huge and realizing your circle's like this big. This big, and it's not fitting on your page. So yeah, okay, so it might actually be better to make the pockets first, I'm thinking. Let me just grab the stuff. Here we go. Okay, so what I did do is write this down here. I'm running out of space around me again. So the piece I start with is 10 centimetres. So, oh, and it's also 8 centimetres high. I'll put that down there. Now I did actually cut these to be 8 centimetres high, because I didn't want the whole page on the screen or the board. And look, you don't have to be precise, you really don't. So 10 centimetres across would be 20, and I'm just using my tear blade. Okay, and then, and again, this doesn't have to be precise. You can use your scoreboard if you want, or your scoring tool. It's entirely up to you. But I couldn't be bothered getting mine out, so I'll just do it like this. What was it, 4 centimetres across? So 4 centimetres, and then 2 centimetres this side. They're very quick and simple to make, they really are. And I do have somewhere here a bone folder. Okay, and before you glue, try and do your hole punch. And these are really stiff, so they're hard to do in one hand. So I have to do it like that. Alright, so that's that. And of course glue, a little bit across the top. And of course it's not going to come out now. Try again. Nope, it's not going to come out. Probably didn't put the lid on before, so I'm going to have to pick that out, I think. Yeah, okay, be stubborn, and I'll use this one. So just the craft glue. You could probably use a glue stick too, but because you want minimal amounts, you need something with a fine tip. So so you don't blob it like I just did. Okay, that's why I don't use this one for this. And just across the bottom there. Okay, this one's going to be a bit gluey, but doesn't matter. Okay, so the 4 centimetre side in first and then the smaller one, or you could do it the other way. Really depends on how you want to do it. Okay, so that's that, and that would be the pocket. So very, very simple, really incredibly simple. And the tags, we'll just slot in like so. The tag's a little bit narrower than the 4 centimetres. I think I did them 3.5 from memory. Just pop the glue on that one so that doesn't get ruined. Alright, where's the card? What I've got is, it's just packaging again. Nothing fancy, just packaging. And a tag, it's 3.5, so... out the way, roughly 3, where were we? 1, 2, 3, so 16.5. Thereabouts. Try and get it reasonably straight. Yep. Now, how long did I do it? This was 8, so I think they were 8 as well actually. Yeah, we'll do it 8. You could do them longer if you want them longer. 23. Probably be easier if you cut the cardboard like I did the paper, then you just have to bang, 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 bang when you're cutting them. Okay, next bit is also very easy. Just you can use scrapbook paper, anything like that, book paper, book pages, anything. I wanted white though because I did want to have the journaling space, whoops, on the back. So, again, let's see, I need 8 centimetres tall. I'm thinking I might just go this way. No, this way. And look, there's probably ways of maximising your paper, but just for the sake of speed. And again, you can use your paper trimmer, or whatever you've got. I just prefer the blade. I'm too lazy to get it out most of the time. You could actually use the tear ruler as well. Entirely up to you. And really all you're doing is wrapping this around. So it needs to go around the tag with a little bit of an overlap. So, I mean, you can measure it and cut it. You can do what I do, which is basically give a little bit of an overlap. Fold that over. Fold it over this way. And then I basically fold it a little bit back this way, so that gives me a cutting line. And I just cut it, or I can rip it even like so. Then I glue it, and I used a glue stick. And this is shiny, so hopefully it will stay glued. And look, if it's not perfect, you can always trim it up. It doesn't matter. Glue your fingers already. Make sure it's nice and flat. Okay, and as you can see, there's a little bit of glue just poking out there. So, scissors to the rescue. And of course, make it into a tag. Actually, I'll use this one as my guide. And the other side. Okay, then I use some distress ink. I've used red because, well, Christmas colours. Could use green, gold, I guess. Maybe do a gold edge to it, something like that. Doesn't matter, I guess, whatever turns you on. Okay, now, quick decoration. Let me see. I did grab out a couple of things. Where are we? I did grab out the holiday cheer thing and a little sausage dog. These ones, I guess, if you put it that way, in my mind, it's got to go into the envelope, so the envelope's positioned like so. It doesn't have to, I mean, that's just me. So I've got that one, and I've got the holiday cheer thing as well. I've kept it fairly simple because you're pushing them in and out of the pockets. So I thought I'm not going to complicate things too much. I'll keep it fairly simple. So there's a little sausage dog there. And just for a little bit extra, I do have some washi tape. I think we might use this one. Actually, we'll use the narrower one. I've got a shiny one. And now what could we put that? We might actually wrap that around a couple of times. So basically all I did, I wrapped it around the bottom. Now I'm just thinking if I wrap that around the middle or not the bottom, it's going to get in the way of me writing on the back. So I might not do that. Let me think, how can I do this? I could probably just do it on the front actually. Might just do it across here. You could glue it. I did glue all the others just to make sure they stayed there. Entirely up to you. Alright, I do have just a little, you won't be able to see it, but it's a tiny stamp that says Christmas wishes, I believe. Yes, Christmas wishes. So I just thought, a bit of paper. Nope. Okay, there's a little bit. I just want to see what it actually says. Oh, yeah, Christmas wishes. So nice and small. So thinking just... Oh, sorry, I'm out of screen again. Just putting it... Okay, so what I did, just put it diagonally across, just so it filled that blank space. And in fact, I might actually do that with a couple of others too. Okay, so that, oh, that's much better. Just gives it a little bit of finishing touch. Now, where are the rest of them? Buried. Okay, I don't think I did actually show you the rest of them, did I? I will show you. There is another one, I'm sure of it. Okay, so we had the Christmas pudding, the Holly Jolly Christmas cheer. There is the Christmas cat, the Christmas candy cane, and the gingerbread cottage. So if I just pop a stamp across. I did actually get another stamp, which is a little reindeer stamp. So I might just pop that one on. Make sure I get it straight. I think maybe it might be too big actually. Yep, no, don't like it. I prefer this one. Now I've got to make sure I've got it the right way again. What? I'll pop it there. Yeah. Okay. So there's, oops, those two there. And that one there. And that one there. So just a quick little video showing how I did those. And remember to go and see Pam at the Paper Outpost. She does have some great ideas. I think that's all for now. I will endeavour to get some journaling done in my December daily. And hopefully I'll be able to do a video showing some of the pages. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, oh, before I go, need to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. I've had quite a few recently. So it's really lovely to have you on board. My contact details are usually, or at least an email is usually down the bottom in the description box. So you can contact me that way. I think I might actually start putting my Facebook contact on there again. I think it might be on the very end screen too. with all this copper and FTC stuff, you will have noticed that I do put a disclaimer or something on mine. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. At the moment, I'm trying not to get too stressed about it. I'm playing sort of a wait and see game. The videos that I have seen, it does appear that the craft channels really shouldn't have too much to worry about. But of course, we don't know what agendas YouTube has, or any of the other organisations that haven't been made public. They always seem to look after their own interests first, which suggests that perhaps making it difficult for craft channels really isn't in their best interest. But you never know, particularly those like mine who don't actually show ads or raise or make any money yet. But you know, I don't know. I'm sort of playing it by ear, seeing how things go, and on the same token trying to cover myself a little bit. But as I said, we'll see how things go. Hopefully everything will be okay, because like everybody else, I can't afford massive fines either. And if that was ever to happen, I guess I would just have to say no more. But anyway, we'll wait and see. Hopefully common sense will prevail and things will settle down, and everything will go, you know, will work out well. All right, so I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you again soon, I hope. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.